Attention fans of Metal Gear, there's a new game in town, and if you're a fan of Metal Gear, I'm sure you're going to enjoy Covert Critters. What is Covert Critters? Let's answer that. Covert Critters is a game that was developed in 12 days by the dev team Soda Raptor and Normal Human 6. And what this game is a love letter to Metal Gear Solid and the original PlayStation. In Covert Critters, you play as a character named Koss, a covert operations specialist skilled with tactics, evasion, and camouflage. And in case you didn't notice, Koss looks a lot like Solid Snake. Yeah, I know he's a gecko, and geckos are lizards, like snakes, but Koss is an actual gecko, whereas Solid Snake is a human. Duh. So Koss is fighting these terrorists known as the Red Hawks, and they've taken over the GEKO Research Facility. And there's a bunch of stuff about them taking over an array of nuclear weapons, blah blah blah, your standard Metal Gear tropes. And it's up to you to make your way through 8 different levels spread across varying environments while remaining cloaked in the shadows. So as a love letter to Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation, it's not exactly like Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, there's a lot of stealth, but that's all there is here. There's no pulling out any guns and using any kind of violence on your end of things, because this is a complete stealth mission. That doesn't mean that the enemies can't use guns on you though. And yes, you can die from these enemies. Now this is a really short game. There's only 8 levels to go through, and since this is a stealth game created over the course of only 12 days, these levels are short, but that doesn't stop them from being fun. I'd say the graphics here are very well done. I really like how they made Koss look. He's got that cigarette in his mouth, and you see little puffs of smoke. I like the way that they pay homage to the PlayStation 1 with the shimmering walls and the way the polygons look. It's not perfect PlayStation 1, but it's so close that unless you were an eagle eye or just really familiar with the PlayStation 1, you wouldn't be able to tell. The sound and music, pretty great. It doesn't seem like they steal much from Metal Gear assets. And the music, it's got that Metal Gear vibe, but it's also its own thing. It definitely fits the vibe of this game. Now, my one gripe with this is the controls. I plugged in a controller, and while the directional buttons work for the controller, that's it. The rest of this game has to be played on a keyboard and mouse. And because I am much more of a console gamer, which is where my love of Metal Gear Solid came from, it takes some getting used to as far as the controls go. But you know, once I got them down, it wasn't too bad. Sure, I died a few times because I forgot what button run is, or I get stuck in the ducking position and forget to click the mouse to come out of it. But those are user error. There's a whole tutorial level that shows you how to use the controls. And if you don't get them, well, that's pretty much on you. So what about fun? Is Covert Critter fun? Well, as a fan of Metal Gear and as a fan of stealth games, I'd say yes. The puzzles that they have here aren't too outrageously difficult, and the game is fairly short. You could probably get through it within a half hour to an hour. I noticed on Soda Raptor's itch.io page, which is where you can download this game for free, that this is version 0.5. So hopefully they're going to make this into a full game. But if not, this is a pretty fun standalone experience that you can download for free. And I have to say, looking at the comments section, they have a ton of comments and they're all good and praising this game. So I think it's worth checking out. But what do you think? Does this game look good to you? Love to hear what you have to say. Heck, if you're just a fan of Metal Gear Solid and that's what brought you here, I'd love to talk Metal Gear Solid with you. So leave a comment down below. If you like this video, we have more videos for you to watch, so stick around and watch them. Hey, and maybe even subscribe if you want. But until next time, we'll see you soon.